Welcome back, and thanks for joining us on Into the Mystic Sailing. Today we're at SK Marina. This is the marina right on the western edge of Oneida Lake, which is a pretty good-sized body of water for the Erie Canal. It's about 21 miles long and about 5 miles wide. This is the day before we left. You can see it's a little overcast, but it's really a nice day. We were waiting on some weather and a couple of parts and all the basic stuff that you do. Really nice marina, great people, recommended to us by Jordan and Mary Beth, just really nice. So the morning we get ready to cross Lake Oneida, or Oneida Lake, I say it backwards, but the morning we're going to cross Oneida Lake, this is what we wake up to: a super dense fog. Obviously, we can't move when the fog is this thick because you can't see anything in front of you at all. It gets worse as you're getting closer to the lake, so we just kind of hang out. Oneida Lake is treacherous, lots of shipwrecks, you can see them there, but finally the fog does lift. We get under the last bridge and we start to cross. This is where it gets a little bit tricky for boaters because your center of gravity, your mast is laying on your deck. So it just creates, you really want to have a nice calm day, and we were fortunate to do it. And we crossed with some people from St. Clair, Michigan, Hank and Wendy, who we would later meet up with at lock number 2 in Waterford. So really a good time, good day to go across. And we were happy to get the fog lifted for sure. Feel that water? I realized, looking at some of the videos, that we always show us heading into the lock, but we never show you what it looks like as you're leaving the lock. So this is a backward view of us leaving a lock. You can see the gates starting to close there. They're about 60 tons each. And again, there's 35 of them on the Erie Canal. And the canal stretches just about 360 miles. This is Lock 20. This is just a wall that we tied up to, and this is where a lot of the canal work boats stop. That trailer you saw, and you can see right there, it is a bathroom for the lock workers. It had power. They left it unlocked, and we took full advantage of it. So it was really a nice stop. We only stayed there one night, but it was super nice. The bathrooms were extremely clean. They had a men's and a women's. It was just really a kind of a nice surprise at the end of a really long day. Little Falls, New York is probably one of our favorite cities along the canal. It is the second smallest city population in the state. It's built on both sides of the Mohawk River, and as soon as you pull in there, it's a great little stop, great wall, nice facility. We found the Rock Valley Brewing Company almost as soon as we stepped off the boat, and just really enjoyed the town. It's picturesque. There are stone cliffs on both sides of the Mohawk River. We're waiting to go into Lock 17, but in the meantime, this is the town that you get to see. Obviously, it's Um, Gorgeous. The falls that they have, there's all kinds of, well, as it says, little falls. It's a very artsy community. It's just super nice. We made the acquaintance of the nice people from Flotsam. You'll see them in just a little bit. They were tied up for lunch at the same place we were. It's just gorgeous, a really pretty town, some great little antique shops, some cool little restaurants, an Italian place called Gigi's that we really liked. This is the Canal Side Inn. Sal and Marilyn, their cousin Henry works here, and we were fortunate to be able to meet him. What a handsome cat that guy is right there. We had a great time with Henry. Super fun guy, knows a lot about the area. Just a good way to spend an evening. It just so happened we were sitting in a brewery, and I called my brother Jerry, and I said, hey, we're in Little Falls, and he just happened to be with Marilyn and Sal, and they said, oh my God, our cousin lives there. You've got to find him. So they called Henry. Henry wasn't at work, but he was going to be at work later. So long story short, we got to spend some really good time with Henry. Just a sweetheart of a guy. Great. Just could not have been nicer to us. So this is the Flotsam boat that was tied up where we were. They went into town and grabbed lunch, and we just happened to walk by their boat. Then we look up, and lo and behold, there they are. So we had to get a picture for you so you could see who we're hanging out with. Hey guys, we are at lock number 17 on the Erie Canal, and this is the largest up or down. For us, it'll be a down drop that you do on the entire canal. It drops how many feet?
40 and a half.
It drops 40 and a half feet. So I'm gonna spin this around so you can see, but this is a massive lock, and it drops you 40 and a half feet. So take a look. Here we are. We're leaving Little Falls. And again, we had such a great time there. Could not have been nicer. The facilities were great. The town is just as picturesque as you think a northern New York town would look like. This is us going into the lock. Again, it drops you 40 and a half feet. This is the biggest drop that we're going to do, or rise for that matter. It's really a big one. It's pretty intimidating. This is sped up so that you can see it, but it's a really slow process to get down. We were fortunate. We had no lock closures or delays anywhere along the way. We talked to a bunch of friends. Some were delayed a day or 2 days or 3. A couple of our friends on sailing vessel JoJo, they were delayed over 2 weeks due to a malfunction in one of the locks, and you just kind of have to wait. So we were fortunate that we were able to get through, but almost at will. If we had any delay, it was just minutes. Nothing what a lot of other people had to deal with, for sure. As we wait on the lock to open, I just want to say thanks again for watching. Man, we so appreciate it. All of your comments and your likes and the text messages that you send really mean a lot to us. We appreciate it. Next week, we're going to be headed to Amsterdam and Waterford as we wrap up our time on the Erie Canal. We're going to spend some time in Amsterdam with Matthew and Nancy and Bonnie the dog on motor vessel Onward from Connecticut. And we're going to spend a little time watching a water ski show and just continue our trip on the Erie Canal. It's been a lot of fun, and we've really enjoyed it, and really appreciate you guys liking, subscribing, reaching out to us, checking in on us. It really means a lot to us. So thank you for doing it. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on Into the Mystic Sailing.